An advanced AI suddenly wipes out more than 500 people inside a secret underground laboratory in an attempt to save the world. But the real nightmare begins when those same corpses come back to life and start feeding on the living. And if this horror ever escapes the facility, all of humanity could be doomed. The story begins inside the Hive, a massive underground laboratory located nearly a kilometer beneath Raccoon City, where more than 500 scientists and employees live and work. The Hive is secretly owned by the Umbrella Corporation, a company the world knows for its cutting-edge technology and healthcare products, but behind closed doors, Umbrella secretly conducts illegal genetic experiments and develops deadly bioweapons for the military. One day, an unknown man carefully places several chemical samples into a case. Then he suddenly smashes a vial containing a blue chemical onto the floor and immediately escapes. Within seconds, the chemical turns into a deadly gas and spreads throughout the Hive through the ventilation system. As soon as it reaches the kennel, the dogs begin barking wildly. At the same time, the Hive's surveillance system detects the danger and puts the entire facility on alert. Moments later, fire alarms begin blaring. Every door locks, trapping everyone where they are. Soon after, one laboratory starts filling with water until every scientist inside drowns. Meanwhile, toxic gas is released throughout the rest of the Hive, killing hundreds of people in agony, and within minutes, the entire facility becomes a graveyard. A few hours later, near Raccoon City, a woman named Alice wakes up unconscious inside an abandoned mansion with no memory of who she is or how she got there. She looks at herself in a mirror and is alarmed by the injuries on her body. But as soon as she leaves the room, she finds a photograph of herself with a man, making her think he might be her husband. But she still cannot remember anything. Then she hears a noise outside and cautiously walks toward the door, but no one is there. Suddenly, a man grabs her and tries to drag her away by force, but armed soldiers burst through the windows and arrest him. The man identifies himself as Matt and claims to be a police officer, but when the team checks his records, they find no trace of his identity, so they take him into custody. Their commander then asks Alice to explain what happened there, but she cannot answer because she has lost her memory. One of the soldiers explains that a few hours earlier, the mansion's defense system activated and released nerve gas, causing her amnesia. Hearing this, Alice asks who they are and what is happening, but the commander says nothing and leads everyone through a secret passage beneath the mansion. The passage opens into a huge warehouse connected to a long railway tunnel where a train is already waiting. The soldiers get on the train with Alice and Matt, and it slowly travels through the tunnel. Along the way, one of the soldiers opens a compartment, and an unconscious man falls out. Alice recognizes him from the photograph. His name is Spence, and seeing him brings back brief flashes of their wedding. But when Spence wakes up, he has lost his memory as well. Before long, they arrive at another large warehouse. The commander cautiously approaches a massive security door, but Alice can no longer hold back and angrily asks what is really going on. The commander finally reveals the truth. Alice, Spence, and every member of the team work for the Umbrella Corporation, and they are now standing at the entrance to the same secret laboratory called the Hive. To help Alice understand, the commander shows her a map and explains that the entire facility is built nearly a kilometer beneath the ground. With Raccoon City sitting directly above it, he tells her the mansion where she lives is actually the Hive's emergency entrance, that she and Spence are the security officers assigned to guard it, and that their marriage is fake. Created only to keep anyone from suspecting that the mansion hides a secret entrance to the Hive. Still confused, Alice asks what happened inside the Hive and why they both lost their memories. The commander explains that the entire facility is controlled by an advanced artificial intelligence called the Red Queen, which also controls the Hive's defense system. A few hours earlier, for reasons no one knows, the Red Queen sealed the Hive, killed more than 500 people inside, and released nerve gas into the mansion, causing Alice and Spence to lose their memories. But no one knows why she did it, so their only mission is to shut the Red Queen down. Without wasting any time, the soldiers break through the Hive's main entrance and head for the Red Queen's chamber, unaware that she is already watching them. As they move deeper inside, they reach the main lab, where the room is full of water. Then they spot a body floating in it. Startled, they quickly move on, but the moment they leave, the corpse suddenly opens its eyes. Soon, the commander leads everyone into a large room that looks like a dining hall, except it is filled with huge containers connected to strange machines, with something dangerous hidden inside. The commander tells Matt and two soldiers to stay there, while he continues with Alice, Spence, and the rest of the team. On the way, Alice looks inside one of the containers and finds a horrifying creature locked inside, leaving her shaken. Then she catches up with the others, and before long, they reach the control room, where a long corridor leads to the Red Queen's chamber. The technician quickly hacks the system and unlocks the corridor and chamber doors. The commander leads his team inside, but the Red Queen suddenly seals the doors, trapping them in the corridor. Knowing they have come to shut her down, she activates the defense system, and a laser starts moving toward them. Several soldiers try to escape, but the next second, the single laser turns into a grid and slices them into pieces. By the time the technician opens the doors again, the corridor is already covered with his teammates' bodies. Shaken but determined to finish the mission, he enters the chamber with Alice, immediately removes the Red Queen's computer core, and begins shutting her down. Just then, the Red Queen's hologram appears and warns them that if she is shut down, everyone in the hive will die. But the technician ignores her warning and shuts her down anyway. The moment the Red Queen goes offline, the entire hive loses power, every door unlocks, the systems supplying chemicals to the dangerous creatures shut down, and the hive is left in darkness lit only by emergency lights. Meanwhile, Matt and the remaining soldiers continue guarding the entrance. When they suddenly hear a noise, Rain cautiously walks toward it and finds a sick woman. She reaches out to help her, but the woman suddenly bites her and tries to kill her before she can. Another soldier shoots the woman. During the struggle, the key to Matt's handcuffs falls from Rain's pocket, and Matt notices it, and the next moment, living corpses with mangled bodies begin closing in on them from every direction, some with broken legs, others missing half their heads, and in the middle of the chaos, the vicious woman attacks Rain again, but this time Rain snaps her neck, and she doesn't get back up. Then everyone opens fire on the living corpses, but even after being shot, they get back up and keep moving toward them. Left with no choice, the group starts running, but during the chaos, stray bullets hit several gas containers, triggering an explosion that throws Alice and Matt across the room. The blast brings back another flash of Alice's past, where she is making a secret deal with a young woman, but she still cannot remember the whole truth. Meanwhile, Matt uses the key to free himself, but he is quickly surrounded by the living corpses. They are about to kill him when Alice reaches him just in time and saves him. In the confusion, the two become separated from the rest of the team. Meanwhile, Spence and the remaining soldiers run back toward the control room, but one of them is caught by the zombies along the way. Somehow, the others manage to escape, and at the same time, a terrifying creature breaks out of one of the containers. Elsewhere, Alice and Matt continue searching for their teammates, but Matt suddenly disappears. While looking for him, Alice enters a room filled with empty dog cages, where a zombie dog suddenly appears. The next second, it lunges at her. Alice quickly runs into another room and locks herself inside, but a zombie guard attacks her there, forcing her to break his neck with a powerful kick. At that moment, flashes of her old training return, reminding her that she is a security officer. Just then, the zombie dog crashes through the glass and gets inside. Alice grabs the guard's gun and locks the gate from the outside. But things only get worse, because several zombie dogs attack her at once, moving quickly. She kills every one of them, but one dog survives, so she finishes it with a powerful kick. Meanwhile, Matt searches through an office and finds a young woman's ID card. Seeing it overwhelms him with emotion. Just then, the same woman appears in front of him, and for a moment he is relieved, but the next second, she attacks him because she has already become a zombie. Alice arrives in time, crushes her head, and kills her. At that moment, Alice realizes this is the same woman she saw in her memory during the secret deal. She asks Matt who she is, and he tells her that she is his sister. He admits he came here pretending to be a police officer to find her, because both of them work for a social organization investigating Umbrella's dangerous experiments. After learning that Umbrella was developing the T-virus, his sister was sent into the hive to steal a sample, but she made a deal with someone inside who knew all the security codes and was supposed to give her the virus. Instead, that person betrayed her and kept the sample, planning to sell it on the black market for millions. Hearing this, Alice falls silent, beginning to suspect that she may have been the one involved in that deal, but she still cannot remember clearly. Just then, the zombies attack them again, forcing both of them to run back to the control room, where the others are already waiting. By now, they are surrounded from every direction. Spence says they should stay there until help arrives, but Rain tells everyone that no help is coming, because in 1 hour, the hive will be sealed forever, and if they fail to escape before then, they will all die inside. Hearing this, Alice goes straight to the Red Queen, believing she must know a way out. With the technician's help, She powers the Red Queen back on, and as soon as she becomes active, Rain asks why the dead are coming back to life. The Red Queen explains that the T-virus accelerates the electrical activity inside the human body, bringing the dead back to life as zombies. They can't think and exist only to feed on the living. The Red Queen explains that the T-virus leaked earlier that morning and spread through the entire hive through the ventilation system, infecting everyone inside. So she killed them all to keep the virus from escaping the hive through them, but the T-virus brought those dead people back as zombies. Rain then asks how they can kill them, and the Red Queen tells them the only way is to destroy their brains or break their necks. She also warns that if anyone is bitten or scratched by an infected zombie, they will become a zombie too, and she already knows that some members of their team have been infected, so she cannot let anyone leave the hive. Hearing this, Rain panics because she has already been bitten. Alice then threatens the Red Queen, saying that if she doesn't show them a safe way out, they'll shut her down forever with the remote, forcing the Red Queen to reveal a tunnel that leads out. They cautiously move through the tunnel, but unfortunately zombies are waiting there too, and soon surround them from every direction. Rain stays behind to fight them alone and helps everyone else get away safely. With no other choice, they climb onto a pipe above them and continue moving across it. The others make it to safety, but before the technician can cross, the pipe breaks and he falls into the middle of the zombies. They swarm him and begin biting him, but Alice shoots at the zombies and saves him, allowing him to climb back onto the pipe. However, he has already been infected and is separated from the others, so he decides to end his own life and tells everyone to keep moving because he has only one bullet left in his gun, left with no choice. The others continue on, and when they hear a gunshot, they believe he has killed himself, but in reality, he shoots a zombie instead and somehow manages to escape. Meanwhile, Alice and the others keep moving as Rain's condition rapidly worsens and the infection slowly turns her into a zombie. When Alice sees the lab, more memories return. She remembers that the scientist had created two chemicals. The blue one was the T-virus and the green one was the antivirus. She tells the others that if they can find the antivirus, they can still save Rain. Hearing this, Matt asks how she knows all of this. Alice finally tells the truth, saying that she was the one who planned to steal the T-virus and give it to Matt's sister, but she remembers nothing after that. Alice heads to the chamber, but when she gets there, both the virus and the antivirus are gone. At that moment, Spence walks into the lab, and seeing it brings back his memories as well. He remembers the deal between Alice and Matt's sister, and that Alice was also against Umbrella Corporation's illegal activities, which is why she planned to give Matt's sister a sample of the deadly T-virus to bring the company down. Spence had decided to steal the T-virus himself and sell it on the black market for millions of dollars. So he took every sample of both the T-virus and the antivirus before Alice could then, to cover up the theft, he deliberately smashed one vial of the virus inside the lab so everyone there would die and no one would suspect that he had stolen it. At that moment, Alice realizes that Spence was the one who stole the virus. Sensing the danger, she reaches for her gun, but Spence grabs it first and points it at her. He tells Alice that he knows exactly where the virus and the antivirus are because while he was escaping with them, the Red Queen activated the defense system, nerve gas spread through the train, and he passed out before he could get away. But before Spence can say anything else, a zombie suddenly climbs out of the water and bites him on the neck. But Spence shoots the zombie and kills it, then locks everyone inside the room and runs toward the train. Seeing this, Alice and Matt are horrified because if the T-virus falls into the wrong hands, it could wipe out the entire world. But the Red Queen tells them that will never happen. She shows them a live camera feed where Spence reaches the antivirus, but just as he's about to inject himself, a terrifying creature attacks him and tears him apart. Alice asks what it is, and the Red Queen explains that it's one of their failed experiments called a liquor, created by injecting the T-virus into a human, who first turned into a zombie and was then kept inside a machine for years until it gradually evolved into this creature. But after feeding on Spence's fresh flesh, it has absorbed his DNA, making it even stronger and more dangerous through mutation. She then tells them that it will kill and eat them too, because she kept it alive for them. Hearing this, they're frozen with fear. To make matters worse, time is running out because the hive will be permanently sealed in just 20 minutes, and the room they're trapped in can only be opened with a password. But when they ask the Red Queen for it, she agrees on one condition. They must kill Rain because her infection has progressed so far that even the antivirus can't save her, and she won't let Rain leave the hive under any circumstances. Alice and Matt refuse, but Rain insists that they kill her and escape without her. Before Alice can do it, the power suddenly goes out across the hive, every door unlocks, and at that moment the technician walks in alive, leaving everyone stunned. He tells them the Red Queen was never going to open the door, so he used the remote to shut her down for good. Without wasting any time, they rush toward the train and trap the licker inside another room. Once they get on the train, they find Spence's body lying inside. But before Alice can take the antivirus, Spence comes back to life. So Alice wastes no time and kills him for good, because he had pushed all of humanity to the edge of destruction. She quickly grabs the case containing the T-virus and the antivirus, and they start the train at full speed to escape the hive. During the ride, Alice injects both Rain and the technician with the antivirus, convinced they're finally going to make it out alive. But then the licker attacks the train, it grabs the technician in its mouth and throws him out, then slashes Matt with its claws. Alice tries to stop it, but the bullets have no effect. Then the creature wraps its long tongue around Alice and starts pulling her toward it, refusing to give up. Alice drives a metal pipe through its tongue and tells Matt to open the hatch beneath it. But at that moment, Rain fully turns into a zombie and attacks Matt, leaving him with no choice but to shoot and kill her. At the same instant, the train hatch opens. Licker falls onto the tracks below, gets dragged beneath the train, catches fire, and dies. Only seconds before the hive is permanently sealed, Alice and Matt make it out alive, but as soon as they reach the mansion, Matt's condition begins to get worse because the licker's attack has infected him. Alice tries to inject him with the antivirus, but scientists wearing protective suits arrive and capture them both. They strap Matt to a stretcher and see that his body has started changing as strange tentacles begin growing out of his wounds. After seeing this, they decide to transfer him for a new experiment. Meanwhile, they take Alice to Umbrella Corporation's medical research facility for examination. Several weeks later, Alice wakes up and finds herself strapped to a table. She frees herself, but the entire lab is deserted. Using a syringe, she creates a small short circuit in the door, forcing it open. Then she walks outside, only to find the entire hospital abandoned and silent. When she finally steps outside, a ruined world stands before her. The T-virus has wiped out nearly all of humanity. Zombies now rule the abandoned cities. So Alice quietly picks up a shotgun and walks into the desolate world, determined to survive. And that's how the story of this movie comes to an end. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.